and you just try to
Push it back.
push it back with it. If it goes, that means the lock is not installed properly.
Okay.
Basically. And you were
Great.
asking about the security screw.
Yes, the screws.
Now this is the security screw. This is one type of security screw.
Oh, okay.
This is a normal screw that normal locks come with.
Okay. All right, I see the difference
Right.
on the head.
This one would tighten with a flat blade screwdriver, but it would not be able to come back out.
Okay.
This one will tighten with a normal Phillips head screwdriver and still be able to come
To
back
come
out.
back out.
Yes.
So this is the one you would
That is
want
the
to
one,
go for.
yes. If you want a better lock or more security,
Right.
then you go there. Because I have seen in a break-in in Canby some time ago, the police came and they didn't know how the guy, got in.
Yeah.
But I explained to the owner how the guy got in
Right.
and how they got a big TV out.
Yeah.
Now, what happened? They cut a hole in his kitchen
Right.
through his burglar proof. They crawled in, but of course the TV cannot pass there to go
Right.
out.
So they have to.
Right. So what they did, they jiggled with the alarm system, which I wouldn't say what they did because it's dangerous.
Right.
But they disabled the alarm system
Okay.
and they opened the front door. It had one of these turn knobs.
These.
No.
No, the turn knob.
Turn.
Yes.
So they opened the front door, put the TV and put everything outside, came back inside, locked the door,
And go back through.
And then they came out in front and they
Ah. So it really is a plus to have the one with the two keys.
That's right.
Yeah.
And with the security.
And with the security screws as well, so that you're unable to get out.
Yes.
Any other thing that we must consider? You said installation.
Yes.
What about the type of the lock? I mean, sometimes you go to the store and you see so many different types of lock,
Well,
and you're confused. What's important?
It might be not such a good thing to say, but I will say it still. The Chinese have flooded the market with a lot of cheap locks. A lot of cheap locks.
Yeah.
And some of them work well,
Right.
some doesn't.
Okay.
So the thing is, you should always go by somebody who know, and not particularly me, but somebody
Right.
who know about locks,
Okay.
and especially a hardware who do their research and so on and see, and could give you advice and to what
Right.
kind of deadbolt to buy in particular. You have deadbolts ranging, fairly good deadbolts ranging from $98 go up to about 200 normal
Right.
deadbolts, and then up from there you get more security. It have grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4. Grade 1 is the best.
Right. So price is an indication of how
Basically.
Basically. So all right. So you know if you want to
Yes.
go high end, you get more security with
that's
price, and not just a matter that it's overpriced.
No, not just a matter it's overpriced.
Okay. All right. So you're saying the selection of the branding is
important.
important as
Yes.
well. The installation is a key factor.
Is a key factor.
Right. Anything else we need to consider in ensuring that our homes are safe?
Let me say one more thing about installation before you go. Each lock comes with, I'm not seeing the paper in this lock. Somebody open it. Each lock comes with a template.
Right.
Now, if the installation guy uses the template instead of measuring, he will install the lock properly.
Oh, but you know there is a thing. I'm sorry, even my children tell me, we don't read instructions here.
Yeah, but that's,
Yeah,
if you want
so-
security, you got to read some instructions.
So it's important to
It's
follow the
very
instructions.
important to follow the instructions
Okay.
on the installation guide.
Okay, and is it that it's a generic thing, or each lock has their
Each lock has-
individual?
No. Long ago, you have locks now. Locks were different. You call it a back set, which is from the front of the door to the, just past that, let me show that. That whole thing here. Right. Say this is your door, right? The back set is from the edge of the door here to the center of this hole.
Right.
Now, the back set on locks nowadays, it changes, basically very easy to change. That is 60 millimeter back set. This is 70 millimeter back set.
Ah.
Now, a lot of people do the 60mm back set and accidentally this turn to the 70mm back set without them knowing it. I've seen it, and it leaves a space between the door, and then they do tighten the screws because if it tighten the screws, it can't fit. The lock wouldn't operate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you find that, and a lot of the locks coming now very easy to change the back set from 60 to 70mm.
No, you're really making me very curious, because I bought some deadbolt locks and I put them in myself. I tried to follow the instructions. I did. But I had a problem like that where it wasn't going in. And you know, you would turn it and then you get a fit and you say, well, okay. And it fits, but there was one that went in and one that wasn't going in so much. So now I'm wondering if that might have been the problem in terms of it twisted, and you're saying that itself can make the lock not work properly.
Even in drilling the hole in the lock, you have to hold the drill level. When I started off, I used to actually put a level on the drill, so I will hold the drill level and drill the lock. Because I had a tendency when I started off 30-something years ago, when I did the course, I used to have the drill either a little up or a little down, and it will cause a problem. What happens with that is that when you tighten the two screws on the lock will be very tight to open and close. Some wouldn't even open and close. The key would be extremely hard to turn.
And no, sometimes you have to lift the door a little, and
that's because
not installed problem.
Or a lot of installation problems. And I don't mind, I tell a lot of people when they come, especially men who doing installations, some listen, some don't. No, I'm not professing to know all. I don't know all. I still learn myself.
I hear you.
Sometimes if anybody have a good idea, I listen, because I am open to learning.
Okay, all right, good. So we've talked about homes and the importance of doing the deadbolt and the regular lock to give you that double protection. Installation is important, and you stress that if there are glass doors, then you need to use the special type of screws that you put in. Windows, burglar proofing.
No, burglar proofing I've seen in this country, and it's a dangerous thing. I have seen, well, not seen, actually, I've heard about a fire in Trinidad that the people got stuck trying to get out of the burglar proofing. Now, the thing is with burglar proofing, and the law should be that if you have burglar proofing in your house, more than one, and you have more than one locks on the different burglar proofing, you should have one key operating all the locks. Because in case of an emergency, fire, whatever, emergency, you need to know that this one key will open any lock on your burglar proofing, whether it's through your bedroom, whether it's through your kitchen, wherever you are, the closest.
And so that's available.
And that's available.
Locally.
Locally. We do it here. We master key locks and key alike.
All right. Just as we wrap up, the one final point in relation to, I know we've not had, but is it a similar thing for businesses and homes and so on? Basically the same thing? And anything in particular that people should bear in mind in terms of securing their vehicles? I know that's a situation that's tending to happen now.
All right. Now, alarm systems are quite good. I'm not talking no alarms. If you want to put an alarm on your car, fine, you could go ahead. But it have all the cars now coming with security systems, which are even better than alarms, more secure than alarm systems. Now, a lot of people like to hear pock pock and they go on. I mean, that's all well and nice, it's all good, but the security system itself on the car is better than an alarm system. Or you could put the both of them together and even get a better double security. Now, insurance companies telling people now that they still have to use alarms on the new cars. That should not be. If somebody chooses not to use an alarm on their new car, they shouldn't, because it have a total security system which prevents theft. And actually, you can get it on any car. From the time you look on the car glass, the windows in the front, you will see a car with a little red sticker, sometimes a little green sticker, whatever it is, and you will see waves like in the on the sticker. You know that car have a security system that is beyond. I mean, if somebody needs to steal a car like that, they have to bring a record, because they cannot make a key and go start your car. Now, to have some people, what they do, they remove the security system from the key and they put it under the dash. That is a dangerous thing because now any key, the car will be able to read any key that you make for it easily.
Right.
Which is a. It have some systems now you can do alarms, but the alarms have special boxes that keep the signal safe.
Okay.
I don't know much about it. I don't do alarms again. I used to do alarms years ago, but it's too much for me.
Okay.
So I have not been.
So, Mr. Samuel, your final word to the viewers on safety, what would you advise?
Well, I would say if you have people installing your locks and your whatever it is, you need to have them do it properly. Have somebody that is expert enough or relatively know what they're doing to install their locks. Basically, that's the whole thing about it. Okay. You know, and cars is the same thing. Cars, if you need to now the keys for those new cars are expensive because you have to program them and all kind of things. They come with a chip. Right. Everybody say a chip. It's a transponder really, or a transponder chip. Right. Right. And once that car has that chip, your car is basically safe. So you don't need, just don't leave a key in it, especially those, those that you could go and start, because a lot of people leave their remotes inside the car. Right. Now, if once the remote is inside the car, and on most cars now, you could start it without a key.
Right. Okay.
And that is dangerous. So remove all your remotes from your car, basically. I will say.
And you'll be good to go.
Yes, and you'll be good to go.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Samuel. It's a pleasure chatting with you.
No problem.
The decisions you make today influence your future. You determine where you want to be. Make the right choice. Stop. Stay calm. Start thinking. A message from the Ministry of National Security's Citizen Security Program.
One bite. I want to play.
Oh, you can do that, boy. Oh, you can do that, boy.
Stop the violence and abuse. Stay calm. Start thinking. The Ministry of National Security's Citizen Security Program.
Remember, we don't want to know who you are. We just want your information. Crime Stoppers. It's safe and it works.
I'm Samantha John.
I am Nadia Batson.
The incredible Myron B.
I'm K.I. Chucky Gordon.
Hi, my name is Sheriff.
And we are Freetown.
And I'm urging each and every citizen of our beautiful country.
It's time for us to put a stop to crime and violence in Trinidad and Tobago once and for all.
In Freetown, we believe that every citizen has the right to life.
We need to be responsible not only for ourselves but for others as well.
I think the only way to counteract any kind of fear is to inject love.
We have the power to stand up, to unite, to stay positive, and to win back our country.
Build a culture of lawfulness, peace, respect, love, harmony.
The Citizen Security Program.
Stop the violence and abuse.
Stop the violence and abuse.
Stay calm.
Stay calm.
Stay calm.
Stay calm and start thinking.
Start thinking.
And start thinking.
A message from the Citizen Security Program. Stop the violence and abuse. Stay calm and start thinking.
Kisha, you know this girl coming here?
What's that?
I can't remember her name. But if you hear the kinds of things this girl is saying about you.
Serious? Like what?
Girl, all kind of things.
Don't study it. We go fix that. I hear you talking about me.
You hear me talking about
huh?
Don't worry, y'all back up. Y'all back up here. Y'all back up.
Stop the violence and abuse. Stay calm. Start thinking.
People talk, yes.
The Ministry of National Security's Citizen Security Program.
No, I'm not ready for that.
Stop. Stay calm. Start thinking.
Okay, cool.
Later.
A message from the Ministry of National Security's Citizen Security Program.
Welcome back to Tobago CSI. In this episode, we looked at burglaries and break-ins. And you know, Atto, we had a mouthful of information to consider, and some things really stood out for me.
Yeah, what stood out for you most?
Well, first thing is that we should not tempt the burglar. You know, when considering burglaries and break-ins, it's usually a crime of opportunity sometimes. So it's important that we don't leave our belongings outside. You know, like our bicycles and our barbecue pits. And sometimes we even leave our garage doors open as open invitation. It's important